2 guys, 10 watermelons.
Silence, please.
Yellow belly.
That's a good watermelon. This is why watermelon selection is so high stakes. Ben and I have each purchased 5 watermelons. Overall picked 4 that we think will be good, 1 we think will be bad. We're gonna just do a little bit of testing. Ben's gonna go first with his melons.
The way that I pick out watermelons is by color alone, because I don't have time for thumping, weighing. Leave all that and the jokes to Mr. Peterson over here. I'm just gonna test by color alone. For a traditional watermelon, this is not for cantaloupes, this is not for anything else. Darker green color with a more prominent kind of yellow belly, as they call it in Mississippi, where I'm from. So the darker it is, in contrast to how light this little button is, let you know it has grown the longest, it's matured the longest, so it should, in theory, taste the best and have the most liquid inside. So we're gonna see how they do. So we're gonna cut into the small one first, and just to see. We're gonna judge it by color first.
Hey,
Seems okay.
not bad.
We should also say that these are all seedless watermelons. That's what the grocery store had. From where I'm from, we always had seeded watermelons. Those always taste the best. I think something gets lost whenever you get a seedless watermelon. So we're gonna try a piece.
I give it a B, B minus.
Yeah, I would go to B minus. It's pretty light.
Yeah.
All right, so this one, theoretically, should probably be about the same.
Well, in this, yeah, this will be interesting because there's no spot to
No
speak
spot.
of. Hey.
So a little bit darker. It sounds good whenever you cut into it. Like a slushing sound.
You do that again. You do it one more time.
It's a very technical.
Thank you.
So it's a little bit darker than this one.
This is a good one.
This is a good one. This tastes like
I'm
candy.
gonna say B plus A minus.
Fun fact, in high school, after football practice, instead of having water breaks,
Yeah.
we would have watermelon breaks.
No kidding.
They would stop practice. One of the farmers, who was one of the coaches, cut us off watermelon slices. And
What position did you play on the team?
left offensive tackle.
No kidding. No. Really? Mm-hmm. This is good.
All right, so this is the one that I think should be the best.
Okay.
So
'cause
theoretically-
that's a big one.
This is the bigger one. This is the one that is the same size as these two, but 16 pounds instead of 13. So it should have more water weight to it. It has the most kind of prominent yellow belly.
Moment of truth.
Ooh.
Sounds good.
Sounds good. It's about the same color as these two. See the nice uniform shape inside. There's none of this like separating, none of these like gaps like these two have. This is nice and filled in this middle. It's cutting very cleanly, no mealy parts to it. I'm gonna give you a big piece.
That looks good.
This is gonna be good.
This looks good. Very sweet.
Second one was better. It had no yellow belly at all, but it had a nice uniform dark green color.
That's so strange though, right? So maybe the spot really, it doesn't necessarily matter.
Or if it doesn't have a belly, that means it got even more mature. All right, now comes the complete trash one.
Ooh, the trash one.
This looks like those nasty like lemon cucumbers that everyone says they like, but are actually tasteless and awful. So let's see. Could be the best thing.
Yeah, what if it's just amazing?
What if it's the best one we've ever had? Oh my God. Oh, ooh,
Doesn't
see?
look-
It's like even lighter than the first one, which is really gross.
And it's
got
kind of cracked.
it's cracked, it's dry. Look how much more, see how defined the rind is on some of these, and here it's just kind of, there's more in between.
It's not very good.
That was kind of tasteless,
It is.
so I spit it out.
It is crunchy.
Yeah, it's just crunchy and watery, but it's not
It doesn't have a lot of flavor.
sweet whatsoever. Think you can do better than this?
You're a dead man. My hand just pokes me. I spoke to a couple of people. Everyone did talk about color and particularly you know, having a very visible spot on the bottom. People talked about weight because a watermelon is whatever, 94% water. And then I saw something interesting in this video on the Perry & Sons website where on a good melon, you'll be able to feel the vibration in your hand. So for the bad one, I didn't choose one that looked like obviously bad. I mean, this one looks like it could be mediocre, but I chose it because I couldn't feel anything when I tapped it. And then for the sound, hollow or kind of like a drum, but I feel like that could have so many different meanings. That just sounds like a dull thud to me. Let's just first see how Jasper is. R.I.P. Jasper. He got cracked in the ride over, so. Looks pretty good. All right. My bad. 0 for 1. Number 2. Here we go. Okay. Okay, this is my second.
Seems to have the same color as Jasper.
Man, what a crapshoot. Moving on to the third one. So this is the one that has a higher pitch, doesn't have a pronounced spot to speak of, does have a dark green color, which is like what Ben looks for. It's fairly heavy for its size, and I can feel that vibration in my bottom hand when I knock out. Man, this is just gonna be such an embarrassment if all of my watermelons turn out to just suck. I think this one's gonna be good though. Good color. It's a good color on this, don't you think?
It's got a good color.
Ben,
it's darker than the other ones.
come on. Give me a break.
I'm trying to give you some
This
positives.
one's gonna be. This one's
one's
gonna
darker
be,
than the first two.
This
so.
one's gonna be better than your one.
Watch your
Feeling competitive now.
This doesn't like a perfect.
This one's gonna be good. That's a good watermelon. Come on.
It's sweeter than the first two.
It's pretty good. It may not be as good as your best one, but I think this one's pretty. I think this
It's the
one's
best
decent.
so far.
It's pretty good. And again, like with yours, no real spot to speak of.
Yeah.
But it does have a pretty nice dark green color. So maybe we're learning that the spot kind of doesn't matter. This was the one that I thought would be the best. I'm taking a chance. There's a little funny stuff going on with the texture and sort of the color on this one. There is a pretty pronounced spot. And it is pretty dark green in these areas, and it is pretty heavy, but it's not perfect. I don't know. The red color, it's pretty red. Decent flavor.
Yeah.
The person in the Perry & Sons farm video was saying you want to look for like a really uniform shape with like no funny spots or bumps. And this one I picked, even though it was sort of misshapen, because I thought it had a dark green color and a very pronounced spot, but the shaping was sort of wrong, but maybe I should have paid more attention to the shape. Because like the shape of this one is so much more perfectly round than this one. Okay, and now the one that I think is gonna be bad. It's really,
Oh my god. It is literally gushing water.
yes! Oh, I'm so
Wow. Oof.
good! Oh, at least I've redeemed myself
You got the
by
worst
picking
one.
the worst one. Okay, so this one clearly,
Oh man.
yeah, it cut open and it literally started bleeding all over the cutting board. I'm actually really happy that I picked one that I predicted would be bad. So it had a really dead sound, and then also when I held it in my hand, I just couldn't feel any kind of vibration at all. So at least maybe we know that that's right. that maybe that is a sign of a bad watermelon.
Yeah.
However, I clearly don't know really how to pick a good watermelon, and I think probably Ben is better at that.
So the technique to find a good watermelon is really dark green color uniformly all around, especially in contrast to the kind of yellow belly patch, or none whatsoever. It's even better. Uniform shape, heavy for its size. You can feel the taps through the melon into your other hand. If you get something like this, just throw it in the trash. But yeah, the worst quality is you kind of can doctor it up. So like if you like bought a watermelon and you're like, holy hell, I just spent $20, now I gotta throw it away. Don't throw it away. Make a drink out of it, grill it, cook it some way to kind of condense the flavor. You can get by with it.
Can you just pour a handle of vodka into half a watermelon?
Yes, I've done that, it works. And that will clear up any bad taste whatsoever.
There you go. Anyways, thanks for watching the video. Please subscribe to the channel. Please check out what we're doing on latimes.com/food. And we'll see you next time.